You more than welcome to spit your game.
Perfect, perfect. So I was watching. Is it Trench's TV? Is that the name of his? Uh, is that the name of his
Which
channel?
the one with the mask or the one with the
No,
dreads?
no, no. The one with the dreads.
Okay, Trenches Talks TV.
Trench's Talks TV. Now I'm not a big fan of his. I don't really like how he does his commentary at all. And not throwing no shade. It's just, to each his own. But he's not my cup of tea. But I was watching a live where he brought you up, and he kind of disagreed with. Well, he thought you were instigating the situation, having Bill on, and and what's his name? A Choice. I personally feel like this. Why not have Billa and A Choice on to tell their side of the story? Trenches has the bigger broadcast, so he's going to reach more. He has the bigger, platform. He's going to reach more people. So why not give Billa and A Choice a voice to speak their side of the story? That's the problem that I'm having. My deal is,
You feel like they don't want them to speak their opinion, or how you feel about why you feel like they should have a place where they could speak their voice at?
well, I feel like, like with my first video I dropped about the situation, I was kind of siding more with Trenches, listening to all what Trenches had to say. But after listening to Billa and A Choice films, I have a totally different perspective on it. And a lot of people on the outside looking in may say, well, he helped Billa. He gave Billa a platform to grow, as far as getting his new music out there and building, his channel up. But you got to really pay attention and listen to the words that are being said between all three parties. You have to have an open mind. And yeah, that sound good. And listening to Trenches, you got to also listen to what Billa and A Choice has to say. So after watching your broadcast and listening to Billa and A Choice, I had a totally different perspective on it all. And I think that he's siding more with Trenches because he's looking at it as though Trenches helped Billa, and Billa.
Lock that door for me, Papa. What you say? I hear you. I'm listening to you.
And Billa backstabbed him, but I don't think that was it at all. I really don't think that was it at all. I believe that Billa thought that how he was treating A Choice was unfair, and it was some snake shit. It was some bullshit in the game, and Billa just went with what he felt was right. And I respect Billa so much because he could have been like, fuck A Choice and roll with Trenches to help grow his shit. But he stood on some real nigga business and said, no, the shit is not right. That ain't how I move. I'm a real nigga at the end of the day. Fuck all that other shit. And I can get it out the mud and I can get this shit on my own. And
y'all make sure y'all go subscribe to Lovely Leo. She's speaking her mind and she's speaking her piece about the situation, and we want y'all to go subscribe to her channel because she's been covering the story as well. So I want her to speak her mind about it.
I appreciate it. But I just feel like at the end of the day, Trenches was saying he wasn't going to talk about it no more. He was done with it. But he still, after watching his last live, still was throwing slick shots at Billa. I'm like, what is the deal? Are you done with it or aren't you done with it? Now, when this man come out with a rebuttal, don't say shit. You can't get mad if this man speak up and speak for himself. So I just feel like, I first of all, I want to apologize to A Choice Films about my first video when I called you a thief and you need your ass whooped. I went back and I watched my live, and you were in the comments, and I didn't know that was you. I really wasn't even paying no attention. I peeped Ghettodvd and I peeped Billa, but A Choice was in the comments too, and I just want to apologize to you because I totally feel different now. I don't feel like you snake Trenches at all. You worked with other people and the shit's never happened, so why would you snake somebody that was trying to help you and that you've been knowing for years? I don't think it went down like that at all. I really don't. And yeah, and that's just all I have to say about it. I felt really bad after after I listened to your live, and I really was able to really listen to what Billa was saying, A Choice was saying, especially on your newer videos that you just dropped. I was like, I don't think that guy did that at all. And I don't think Billa was trying to take over Trench's platform. I just think that when he comes on his platform, he's a strong opinionated person. And it may look overpowering, but I don't think that he was doing it on purpose. I just think that is who he is, and when he talks, you just listen. So if Trenches felt like Billa was taking over his platform, I think that's some insecurity going on within yourself.
You think he was trying to do that?
Not at all. Not at all. I just think Billa is the type that when he talks, he's really, really passionate about what he says, and he just has that voice that he's just a strong person. He just has that voice that wheels you in. And I think that Trenches probably took it in a way that he was trying to just take over his platform. And then again, it's like I said before, you invited this man on your platform. He didn't beg to come on your platform. You saw an opportunity to build your platform, connecting with Billa, and you brought him on. So I feel like he helped you out just as much as you helped him out. He helped you out on your platform too. I think both of them kind of benefited on each other. And I don't see it at all as Billa was trying to take over Trench's platform. I think he just felt like that within himself, or maybe, just maybe, you don't feel that way at all, Trenches. Maybe you're just saying that because you're trying to change the narrative because of the situation, because Billa didn't ride with you. He rode with A Choice Films, and that's the narrative you're trying to spin. Wanting people to think that he was over there trying to take over your platform. Because if you felt like that, why wasn't nothing said before that shit happened? Why are you now saying something about that now? And with the telling people not to subscribe to Billa, don't listen to, I think that's more reason for people to go over there and subscribe to Billa and listen to his music. I think that was pure hate. And I'm surprised that Trenches even was telling people don't go subscribe to Billa, don't listen to his music. Like, damn, Billa didn't do all that with you. He didn't come with none of that with you. He just defended himself on what you were saying about him. That's all Billa did, was defend himself. He didn't throw no hate in the game. He didn't bring up no old dirty laundry that was going on with Trenches, and I'm sure he knows some shit that we don't know. He didn't go in the gutter, get down in the mud with Trenches when Trenches were doing all that. He didn't do that. He didn't do that at all. Right. So I mean, when Trenches was telling people don't subscribe, if you like my channel, if you rocking with me, don't listen to Billa music, don't subscribe to Billa channel. I'm like, damn, like that was really fucked up. Like Like, don't knock that nigga for trying to build up his platform. Like, that shit, that made me look at Trenches a whole different way. If you notice, Billa did not do none of that. He didn't do none of that. That man just basically came out and defended himself. That's basically what he was doing. He was speaking up for himself. I mean, what person wouldn't speak up for themselves if somebody was bashing you? And then, what type of person are you to bring up this man's personal business with his living situation? Who does that? What real man? And I don't have no dog in this fight. I like Trenches. I like Billa. I have respect for A Film, Choice Films, and everything. But what real nigga? And you say you from Chicago, and them niggas out there, I respect those niggas in Chicago, but why bring up that man's like, you really, there was some hoe shit.
Let us know, please. Why would he do that?
There was some hoe shit. Like, there was some real hoe shit to talk about this man living situation. And then to have the audacity to bring up that he beat on his girl when you was whooping your girl ass too. Like, come on. You was doing the same shit. You might not have been doing it recently, but you have before. You have before. So that right there shouldn't even been brought up. I think he was trying to diminish his character. He really tried to make the man look bad. And I think in all, to be honest with you, like, people with some sense, and it's a lot of young folks that, they really don't have a mind for themselves to think logically, or they don't have a good head on their shoulders. They're going to listen to Trenches because he has a bigger platform. But if you got some sense and you older, like I'm older, like, you're not going to let that stop you from going over there supporting that other man. And like I said before, C Hood, C Hood, you see what's going on. Just keep your eyes open, dog. And, just try to branch off eventually.
Did you see what C Hood said about me?
Nah, what he say?
You want to see what C Hood said about me?
Yes, I'm
so. Here?
Yes. I can't believe he said something.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, ain't nobody tried to, come at C Hood or.
You sure?
I don't even want to speak on C Hood because I don't, I don't be speaking on niggas and I don't know, or I ain't never had no conflict with, And for him to be speaking on me, I don't know that nigga. He ain't even from Chicago. They was lying like he was from Chicago. That nigga ain't from no motherfucking Chicago.
C Hood is not from Chicago?
Able to pick up and run at any time.
Hell nah.
But the nigga Ghettodvd, man. Come on, man. You ain't fit for this shit, man. For real. In shape. You gotta be able to pick up and run at any time. Carry the bag, the tote, and all that shit. You ain't ready for that life, man. Leave that shit alone. Stop putting them videos out and doing all that shit, man. For real. I don't want to see that shit, nigga. These are my brothers. Nigga, you making this shit different, man. That make you have to put something up on you. And you would disappear. Then we'll be reporting on you, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Receive hairline, big glasses, heavy water leg, having that. Y'all know what I mean, man. But we got 178 people in the building. It should be.
Oh, wow. C Hood, I'm so disappointed in you, dog. Like, honestly, Ghettodvd, you only gave them a platform to speak their side of the story. That's the only thing you did. And you go back with A Choice films, you go back with him so you know his character. It ain't like you just met dude, you know his character. I'm quite sure if he's done people like that before in the past, you've heard about it. So what is wrong? Okay, my thing is, so just let Trenches talk shit and air this man dirty laundry out, and he dare not say shit? Nobody dare not give him a platform to speak his damn side of the story? Come on, that's not fair. That is not fair at all.
That's crazy.
It's only fair. You're talking your shit about Billa, and you're talking some shit about Billa. You get down in the gutter with it. You expose all this man. You know what? My heart still hurts on the stuff that was said about Billa, whether it was true or false or whatever. That shit was not for everybody to know about that man's living situation. That shit was totally uncool. Because he didn't ride with you, Trenches, you decided to air all his business out. What real G do that kind of shit? What real man does that? Because he didn't ride with you on that situation, you decided to air all that man's personal business out. That's what I didn't like about it. All his personal business, we did not need to know. Like that shit. And I still say that you owe that man some money. He was working with you, not for you, but he was working with you. And he was on your live just about every time you went live. So you owe that man some money. Nobody works for free. I don't see nothing Billa did wrong when he came out and he gave his side of the story. I don't see nothing he did wrong. It's only fair. But people gonna ride with the bigger broadcaster. The majority of the folks, they gonna ride with Trenches because he has the bigger platform. But if I was Billa, I would just drop content. Like, I would just constantly drop content. You got the people's ears. Like, you got the people's attention. We're over there. We want to hear what you got to say. Even if you ain't talking about, let me tell you something. I'm just going to keep it a buck. Trenches is still throwing shots. I listened to his last live. He's still throwing shots at Billa. Now, is Billa wrong to go over there and talk trash about Trenches? Because Trenches is still talking trash about Billa. I heard it. I heard it my damn self. Billa, I would drop as much content. I will get real. I will go live every chance I get. Build your platform up. You got our attention. You had our attention when you was on whatever, bitch, and your mama. Who are you talking about? Oh yeah, Billa definitely knocks Swipe ass out. Definitely. But I just don't I don't know, man. That made me look at Trenches really different when he was airing out all Billa's business and Billa didn't even come out. Billa could have came out and said some crazy off the wall shit about Trenches. But he didn't do that. He didn't do that. That shit that was all type of bitch shit right there to me. It was that right there, airing that man dirty line. And then you still throwing shade. At Billa. And I'm just so surprised at C Hood that he would come out.
He's throwing a lot of shade at A Choices too. And And then C Hood I don't know what got in him. I don't even know that man. I don't even think he from Chicago. He from Atlanta or something. He don't talk like he from Chicago.
Yeah, he C Hood from Chicago. He definitely from Chicago.
He ain't been here in a minute.
I think C Hood maybe might have felt and I don't know how the nigga felt, but why he had an input on it, I just thought C Hood would just stay clear of that. I don't know why he would think that you were using Billa for views. You know, let me tell you something. We all us broadcasters come on our platform for views. Come on. We ain't on here to be talking to our goddamn self. We on here for views. All of us are. But I really believe you just wanted to give them a voice. And then you go back with a choice. It ain't you know him. So I mean, I don't see nothing that you did wrong at all. I really don't. I really don't.
But I'm the worst person in the world for letting them speak their voice or trying to help them do something or try to motivate them, you know what I'm saying? Or try to stay positive and keep it in the music or keep them just, you know what I'm saying? But they don't see that, you know what I'm saying? Everybody want to have feelings and shit. Everybody want to, I mean, it's just like they tell me to be patient. Motherfucker have to be patient. You feel me? So it's like this, like y'all hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, hit that sub button. Like everybody don't care. Like everybody, you know what I'm saying? Man ain't on $1 million. Everybody man on, like the man went on the internet, did all that. Like, you know what I'm saying? But you think like Choices or Billa and them wasn't gonna speak their opinion or they didn't have no other outlets or people didn't care. But if you look like, to be honest, like all these other bloggers and shit, there be more creators watching my channel on YouTube, but they ain't blogging about it. So that's why I appreciate when you picked up the story, you know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people, they don't want to blog about us. They don't want to get us no shine. They don't want to mention our name. They don't want to do nothing, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, we going to get our shine. They can't nobody stop our shine, you feel me? Because especially Ghettodvd, you know what I'm saying? We going to get our shine, you know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? I've been trying to just promote this good shine, you know what I'm saying? Not no negative shine, because at the same time, we ain't say nothing. I ain't say nothing about nobody. Bill and them came on and spoke their story, but now I'm involved in it. This and that. Look, like they cover all the niggas in Chicago, or they talk about No Limit, all types of places. Old Block, they talk about Swiper done say he lived everywhere. He done stayed on 95th.
Right.
It's just crazy, you know what I'm saying?
So were you the first one? Let me ask you this. Because I actually didn't see your live until after I did my first initial live, and then I saw your live, I believe. So are you the first person to give them a platform to speak their side of the story?
On your live, I seen you mention my name on your live. And me and Billa, I don't know if that was your second live or your first live.
I did see your live. I did see your live first then. Okay, yeah, I saw your live first. Okay.
You saw my live first. I was the first person to cover the story.
Okay.
I was the first person because I was watching it and I seen Choice talking to Billa. And then Billa went to talking to dude. Then I started putting it on my YouTube. And then Choices and Billa just pulled up. And then they started talking, they telling their story about it, you know what I'm saying?
Well, I'm glad you gave them a platform. I'm really glad. So let me ask you another question. Who brought it to the internet first? Did Trenches bring it up first, what was going on behind the scenes, or did Billa? Because the way Trenches is talking...
No. You remember what you just said on your live that you just recorded. You said that you seen Trench's story first. This is out your mouth. And you blasted A Choice and Billa. Then you ran across my live, and then you seen the other part of the story.
Right, cause when I listened back to Trench's one of his lives he did, it was kind of like Billa brought it. I don't know who I heard that from, but it was like Billa brought it to the internet first. So that's why I was wondering, did Billa come out? And I just didn't catch his live. But somebody went to Instagram. Was it Billa went to Instagram and started telling about what happened, and then that's what made Trenches come out with a video?
Nah. Trenches hit the net. Trenches hit the net first. Trenches News hit the net first.
Well,
Swipe hit the net. You synced it. You blogged on. You synced it too. You must follow him.
Yeah.
And you started talking about it, and then you seen me, and then you started talking about it after that. So you synced it first.
Yeah. So I don't know. Like after, I think it was yesterday, I was like, I heard someone say Billa went to Instagram or something and was talking about it. So I was like, oh, that's what must made Trenches come out and make a video about.
No. I seen I didn't know nothing about the live Trenches made and what happened. I found out about it when I looked on Instagram the next morning, the next day. Whenever we dropped that live, that's when I found out about it.
Okay, so Trenches brought it to the internet first. Well, hell, what's wrong with Billa and A Choice telling that side of the goddamn story? And to be honest with you, after listening to A Choice and Billa, it just all made sense to me. I'm like, no, that ain't how that went, the way Trenches is putting it out there like that. That's not how that shit went down at all. That's what he want his people to think it went down, so that we can, you know what I'm saying, gravitate towards his story more. And he's a good storyteller, I gotta admit. But when I listen to A Choice films and I listen to Bill, I said, no, I totally now listening to all the stories and to listen to how Trenches was really dogging Billa, I'm like, no, I don't think it went down like how Trenches said it went down at all. I don't think it went down like that.
It's always two sides of the story. But do you think you would have believed that story if Bill and them would have never came out?
Yeah, because you know, when I first did my video, I was running with Trenches. Now I did say in my videos, I always made this clear that I think that there was some whole tendencies that Trenches, when he aired all that man business out, like all of that did not need to be said. He a broke bum and he's sleeping on his mama flow and blah blah blah. None of that needed to be said. None of that needed to be said. And when I think about it, I'm like, okay, why would you bring all that extra shit up? Because you want us to form this narrative that Billa was this broke bum and he was trying to come up off you and use your platform to come up off you, use you. That's why you were throwing all that extra shit out there about his living situation. But to be honest with you, didn't you owe the man some sort of monies when he's working with you on a platform damn near every day going live for hours? You owed him that. You owed him that money. And what is this about Trenches saying he got robbed? Like, now I'm hearing that was a damn complete lie. See, you just gotta.
Y'all hit that cash app, man. Y'all run it up, man. Boss up tonight. Hit that cash app.
You gotta listen to Trenches, and I mean, you can't just listen to it one time. I had to go back and listen to it. I've watched my videos I don't know how many times. You gotta listen to what he's saying. You gotta listen to the dirt that he's putting on Billa's name, and then you gotta listen to what Billa is saying and A Choice is saying. What person is gonna come out and throw your personal business out there like that unless you're trying to get the people to form a narrative about that person? Because all that extra shit didn't need to be said. That's what made me side eye you when you brought up that man's living situation and the buying the fifth at the liquor store. But you're the one that said, hey, I cash up you $50 to get that whatever. You offer that. When you're offering, you can't throw that in the pot. You can't throw that in the pot. You can't throw that up in somebody's face, what you're doing for somebody when you're offering them certain things and they haven't even asked you. You bought food, you bought pills, you bought weed, you bought liquor when you went to the, and then, okay, let's talk about this. Let's talk about this studio situation, y'all. Billa said he was telling Trenches, you could go to the studio down here in the hood. Trenches, nah, I don't feel safe there. Let's get this studio up north where he feels safe at. Did nobody ask you to spend $500 on a studio session up north? You did that because you didn't feel safe in the trenches where Billa is from. So you pay that money to be safe up north because apparently you scared to come down to the trenches, but that's where you say you from. So really and truly, you spent that money because you was, I don't really want to say this, but it just sounded like to me you was scary. So you spent that extra money, but
that makes sense.
You know what I'm saying? Billa had you. He had you. He told you, come down here where we at. We can get a studio. We can do this shit down here where I'm at. No, I don't want to go down there where you at. Let's get a studio up north. Hook me up with, fine. Yeah, we're going to do the studio up north. I just pay the money for it. That's you. You out of pocket for $500 because you was too scary to come down to in the trenches. So you can't even bring that up about the studio, how much money you out from the studio, because Billa told you don't spend that money. Billa told you come down here and you can get a studio down here where I'm from. So you got to pay attention. You got to listen and you got to really pay attention. That $500, I think he said he went to the studio twice. So that's $500 for 5 hours. That's $1,000. He went to the studio twice. That's you spent that money. Billa told you didn't even have to spend that money. He got you. So you can't even bring that up. That food, them pills, that weed, that extra liquor, all that shit for the guys, you did that. You did that. Now, I don't know if you were showing off, because now you coming to some money and you trying to show off in front of the guys. Like you got it like that. But you spent that. Did nobody ask you to supply that shit? You supplied that. So how does Bill and them owe you that? How they owe you that?
How the fuck is you? How do you know that?
Who?
She ain't out of pocket. She a woman and she can speak her mind from what she seeing in the situation.
Right. I mean, listen, let me tell you something. I follow all these guys. You know, I've been following them for several years. So we're on the outside looking in. We're judging our opinion, but you got to think logically here. Okay? Everybody has an opinion about the situation. You're on YouTube. That's what you're on YouTube to do. You're going to voice your opinion. That's what YouTube is for. What the hell? What do you think YouTube is about? It's about voicing your goddamn opinion. So yeah, I'm not from Chicago. My dad was from the south side of Chicago. I'm not from Chicago, but I follow people from Chicago. I done talked to people that live in Chicago behind the scenes. So I have every right, just like anybody else do. If you bring it to the forefront, you bring it to the internet, I have a right to speak on it. The fuck you mean? See, that's what's wrong with a lot of you people that's on this shit. Y'all, I think y'all be little kids. Or y'all didn't finish school or something. I don't be knowing, like some of y'all, I have to, I don't know. I think I'm just too real for YouTube. I be having to catch myself. Because I know it's going to be some whack people in the comments that's going to say crazy stuff. But, it's only right that everybody has their opinion. Trenches brought it to the internet. He brought it to the internet for people to speak their opinion about it. If he didn't want it to be talked about, he shouldn't have brought it to the internet. And I think you brought it to the internet because you were salty because he chose a choice. Now I watched the video that you just dropped, a little snippet of you just dropped with A Choice Films, and A Choice was saying how Trenches was trying to get back in contact with him, trying to mend shit, but then going at Billa, saying don't fuck with Billa. How you gonna do that when you was telling Billa not to fuck with A Choice? That's some snake shit. You was just telling Billa don't fuck with A Choice Films. Ride with him. Now you're reaching out to A Choice after all this shit done happened, and you're telling A Choice Films not to fuck with Billa? What? What?
That's crazy. That's crazy.
That is crazy. That's some snake ass behavior. And I'm glad A Choice was like, nah, hell no, hell no. And if I was A Choice, I wouldn't even feed into that shit. I'd do my own thing, because obviously he wasn't even rocking with you, A Choice, because he was telling Billa don't fuck with you or he gonna stop fucking with Billa.
They say cut your camera on.
I ain't cutting shit on. This was something spontaneous. I've been out all day in my yard doing if y'all heard my live, I was outside doing yard work all day, but I look exactly like my picture. I go live all the time. My videos are all on my YouTube channel. Go subscribe to Lovely Leo. You will see countless of videos that I drop. I go live a lot, and I'm on there.
Do you got Instagram or Facebook?
I do have Instagram, but it's my real name on there. So yeah, it's my real name. It's not Lovely Leo. It's actually my real name. So I don't want to post my Instagram because it's my real name. My Facebook is my real name, and yeah, that's my Instagram and my Facebook is real, to me, is real personal. I might do another Instagram with just Lovely Leo on there, but my Instagram that I have now is, it's got my family on there, things of that nature that's personal to me. But yeah, like I said, I just get on YouTube. This is kind of just something I do in my spare time,
Right, so what I want to do, I wanted you to be able to come up here, whenever you, want to speak your mind on this, because we're going to be covering this for about another week or so. Okay. But, I just want you to chill, was you done speaking on the situation?
I am. I thought we were done with this situation until I caught Trench's live he just recently did and heard of the what he's still saying about Billa. And it just kind of break my heart. Like, Trenches, come on now. You said you're over it and you're past it. Why are you still bringing that man up? Why are you still bashing that man? Like, damn, did it hurt you that bad? You still talking about it. Like, that's the only reason why I went live and discussed it, because I'm surprised that he's still talking about Billa. But I haven't even heard Billa, to be honest with you, I haven't even seen no more lives that Billa has been on since he left your platform and he hopped on mine. I haven't even seen him talking about it anymore. So that's why I respect Billa so much, because he handling it like a real man. Like he handling this so much more different. And that's why he has my respect. And I ain't dick riding Billa. I just respect him because he said what he had to say. Of course, that man is gonna speak his side, tell his side of the story, because it was so much dirt. It was so much dirt put on that man's name. It was only right that he came out and told his side of the story. But I haven't even heard him say anything else about it since it happened. And that's why I say that nigga, he a real nigga.
Yeah, they don't want to see nobody else shine or telling stories now. A-Choice and Billa telling stories. They don't want nobody else, but they tell stories all the time.
Right, and so is this true that Cairo is fixing to be the third person now on Trench's platform?
I don't know what he got planned on.
Now that's going to be interesting. That's going to be real interesting. He said that Cairo's supposed to be the third person. So I don't
know. From me knowing Cairo and interviews, Cairo gonna want some money to talk. So he gonna pay. I know he gonna want way more money than what he was paying A-Choices. So I doubt that seriously. He's just talking.
Yeah, he said when a nigga come back from Egypt, he supposed to be the third person. I'm like, now that's a smart move if he do that. Because Cairo, people like Cairo. Like, we love Cairo. Cairo is entertaining as fuck. So, if he do bring Cairo on, that's going to really be, I'm definitely tuning in for that.
Yeah, I think he got that other dude on there.
Who?
We got to go look on his channel.
But that's what he said on his last live, that Cairo's supposed to be joining the platform. So,
he tell a lot of stories. We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. I'm definitely gonna be tuning in. Like I said, I find Trenches entertaining.
but
I like them. I just
that talk. You know what I'm saying? Talent that way talk anyway. Any day. So we'll see. Y'all run my subscribes up, run my likes up. Yeah. Make sure y'all go subscribe to Lovely Leo. Go add my Instagram on Ghettodvd, just plain old Ghettodvd. No spaces. I love y'all. We gonna come back. We gonna invite Miss Lovely Leo back to the platform. She more than welcome to speak her mind and boost her subscribers.
Yeah, y'all come and check me out. I have tons of videos. I've been dropping Chicago, broadcast about Chicago for a long time, for a very, very long time now, for years. If you go back and watch my videos. So I'm not new to this Chicago shit. I've been keeping up with this stuff for a long, long time. So I do have some great videos on there. But I just thank you for giving Billa and A-Choice Films a platform when nobody else did. Everybody's siding with Trenches, you know what I'm saying? And I just think it's only right. And I'm rooting for Billa, rooting for A-Choice Films. And like I said, I still like Trenches. I still watch his stuff. I don't like kind of like the whole shit he do pertaining to Billa, but hey, whatever. But I appreciate you, and I'm gonna catch you live. I'll be watching.
And I appreciate your support, because that's what more people need to do, is come and speak and voice their opinion, and I appreciate that.
You're welcome. Thank you so much. Thank y'all. I'll talk to you later.